What's going on, my people? Today we're gonna be working on this blower. I was driving down the road and I seen this blower laying down beside the road, so I just turned back around and stopped by, and picked it up and just to try it out. So I found out that this thing works. It cranks up. Whoever used to own it, they threw it away because you can see right here, this plastic is very brittle, fragile. So what happened was that this thing cracked, as you can see right there. When you crank it, you're gonna hear, you're gonna lose some of the strength, and also you're gonna, because this thing right here moves, it tends to wobbles. It hits the fan inside, so that's probably why they threw it away. They couldn't find parts, or I don't know what the case was, but anyway, that was my lucky day. So this is a troybilt, known as a jet blower. That's a TV2MB, as you can see right there. It's probably around $100 or more, maybe 150 bucks. So I went online and I looked for the premium parts, that's for the fan assembly parts. So I found them. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace these broken parts for the new parts, the replacements. And guys, if you happen to have a blower like this exact same model, troybilt, Toro, and some other name brands, some other companies make the same kind of blower, the jet kind. And if they pretty much they all use the same parts sometimes. And I will imagine that this is a defect, made on the parts. Fragile plastic, brittle plastic. You want to think about that gets dirty, it gets old, it gets grease, heat as well. It's gonna make it even more fragile. So any kind of blower that you guys have, if you lose a part, from the tubes or something, don't throw it away, guys. You can always go online and try to find a replacement part for it. Anything from a handle, from the little carburetor, or whatever you need, guys. So it's always a good way to find, replacement parts and save yourself some money. So I'm gonna go ahead and start loosening up. We're gonna have to start loosening up these bolts right here. That's gonna take a Torx 25 to loosen up them bolts right there, to be able to retract, to pull this piece off. So once you have removed the bolts, you're gonna have to kind of break it apart. In this case, I got this tape. I guess they used this tape to hold it together, but eventually ended up breaking. First it broke over here, and then eventually ended up breaking back there, so they couldn't really do anything else, couldn't figure it out. So I'm gonna have to remove this tape, and it's gonna be way easier if you remove this part too. All you have to do is just twist it, get out of the way. That way it's gonna be, you ain't gonna have this part on your way. Okay guys, so once you have removed this transparent piece out, this one right here doesn't have any bolts. All you have to do is just pull up on it, and then you're gonna see that bolt down there. That's gonna be 40 millimeters. To break it loose, you're gonna need an extension or a deep socket to reach down in there. You can see this one don't reach, so I'm gonna have to go get an extension. But you're gonna have to hold the propeller, and at the same time you're gonna have to break it loose. So once you break that bolt loose, all you have to do is just pull the propeller out, and then you're gonna have access to the mother bolts right there, which you have to remove too. And it's the same thing, the Torx 25. So once you loosen up the bolts, just go ahead and pull the broken part off, as you can see, and then you're gonna get your new part. I'm gonna be leaving the link down below. This one right here. So okay guys, if you didn't pay attention when you took out the old broken part, or maybe you did pay attention, but you couldn't figure it out because it came out on little parts. You can see right here you got this part over here, the top one, and what I'm looking at right now, it goes on the top part. There is only one way that will fit. As you can see, it's not fitting any other way. But I mean, that's pretty obvious and pretty simple to figure it out. That's the way it goes. So the short part, you know, all of them got prongs, so the short one goes against the handle on that side. So once you sit it in there, just go ahead and put the bolts back in there, tighten them up, and put the propeller back in there. And it's gonna be up to you if you wanna use the old part or the new part. The only thing that doesn't come with the kit is the propeller. So like I said, you're gonna have to use the same propeller that came with the machine. But as long as it's not broken, you should be straight. So okay guys, so once you tighten down the propeller back in place, you can see over here these thing guys, little grooves, and vice versa, that thing has little tabs in there. So you have to make sure that that thing sits down in there, you know, all the way down properly. So once you put this part in there, you go ahead and put the other part. That's the way it's gonna go. You can see it's gonna match up this piece right here with the tallest part, cause it's gonna fit like that, but it won't match. The holes, they don't match, so it doesn't matter how much you try, though, they just the holes don't match. So the proper way to do it is like that. Make sure it's aligned. Just go ahead and put the bolts back in there again. When you buy the kit, you know, they're gonna supply you with new bolts. That's gonna be up to you. You wanna use them or not. So okay guys, so once you put, you know, everything back together the way it was, bolts, just go ahead and reassemble, you know, the tube, and that should be it guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back together, and I'm gonna test it out to hear if I don't hear any kind of rubbing noise. And by me saying rubbing noise, that will be the propeller against this new the new assembly fan plastic. So okay guys, it runs pretty good. Right now it's kind of loud, it's idling. Well guys, I think I did spend $28.60 to buy the new fan assembly. And like I said, you know, I got me a good blower. Hopefully it's gonna last for a long time. What somebody's lost, it's my game. So like I say guys, if you have a blower that runs good, but you got any other broken part, don't throw it away guys. Try to find replacement parts for it. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Thank you for watching guys. I'm gonna be leaving the link down to the parts down below. If you happen to have the same kind of blower, well, you know where to find the parts at. Thank you for watching guys.